Yo, what's up, guys? It's Pixel here, and back with anicritique. And on today's episode, we take a look at Shakugan no Shana, made by JC Staff and Funimation. Without further ado, let's get it started.
お待たせ、シャナちゃん。予定よりも早い。シャナちゃんの方が先に来てたのに。どうしたの？カズミ、子供の作り方教えて。
Say what?
みんな、準備いい？これが最後の通し練習よ。思いつきで出したアイデアでしたが、今ではこんな風に皆さんと何かをできるチャンスに恵まれて嬉しいです。成功失敗を気にするより楽しくできたら最高です。かわいいがそしてこの空赤く染めてまた来る時この身で進むだけすれ違ってゆく人も紛れなくしたものもいつかは
God damn, I really love that intro. Oh my god, it's almost like sex in my ears. Okay. Maybe I went a little bit too far, but that's besides the point. Shakugan no Shana was brought to you by JC Staff in cooperation with Genion and Funimation Entertainment. You may know JC Staff for familiar works such as the lovely Toradora, A Certain Magical Index, A Certain Magical Railgun, and even Iki fucking Tosin. God, I hate that fucking anime. Now, before we get into the nitty gritty about exactly what Shakugan no Shana is and dissect it, I first want to explain a few things that you should probably know before going into Shakugan no Shana. You know, to educate you guys a little bit. So, the first thing you should know about is denizens. Denizens are just simply, people who are residents of the Crimson World. But anyway, our next vocabulary term is a flame haze. A flame haze is a former human who has made a contract with a Crimson Lord. Now, that's not all. We also have the most important and key component in the history of the Shakugan no Shana seasons is incest. Yes, people, incest.
みんな見てるよ。怖いよ、デリアル。大丈夫ですわよ、お兄様。
Damn, I mean, talk about keeping it all in the family, right? But in all seriousness, Kowatani's got his sticky little fingers all over this music score, and it shows. Dude plays it as if he's Stevie Wonder playing Colors of the Wind or some shit. Man, but really though, the OST is amazing. I would even say if you got a spare iTunes card laying around, go pick it up. Or if you're a booty pirate, just go uTorrent that shit. But in 2005, in the early production for Shakugan no Shana, the animations weren't as crisp or vibrant that they had become in the second and third season. And I really like how in the second and third season you can see the improvements. Shana's a really slow anime in the beginning. It takes a while to warm up to the characters and their motivations. Oh, believe me, it takes a while. There's some characters that are really, truly a pain in the ass to watch. But I eventually warmed up to the characters. They grew on me after a while. I think that's really the uniqueness in Shana. The fact that it starts off like, holy shit, what's all this weird, crazy people talking about ghosts and spirits and essences and crimson denizens and penises and whatnot. But eventually, it really warms up to you. I feel like with the character Yuji Sakai, who is a useless piece of shit. But you know something? I really can't blame him. He suffers from what a lot of anime characters suffer from. It's known as anime plot protagonist syndrome. You want to know what anime plot protagonist syndrome is? I'll tell you what it is. It's the fact that this character may be incompetent and a total idiot in conversations with the regular characters in the cast. But oh no, let some type of villain appear or some type of enemy, he's fucking Jesus or something. The guy's just amazing. He gets amazing strength. He gets amazing powers. Yet he's a moron. I don't mean moron in the sense that he's incompetent. I mean moron in the sense of he needs everyone to help him do something, yet he's already figured out the entire plot of the entire story. It's really stupid. He's also boring as hell. There's just nothing going on with his character at all. I feel like he's a doormat. Like, he's just there to be nice, and just compliment the rest of the story and the rest of the characters. As for Shana, I love Shana. Sure, she's just your typical tsundere, but you gotta read in between the lines, man. You gotta open the book, take a look, and see what's inside, It's sometimes reading Rainbow, okay? Shauna really grew on me too because she was this character where she was just an obvious tsundere, but she became more human, and as the story progressed, and I really enjoyed her story. It starts off where Yuji finds out that he's dead. It's like, hey bro, you're dead. Nobody told you this, but you're dead. So he's a torch, something about spirits and essence, and they gotta fight the denizens. you know the first season, I gotta say, was really, really, really good. I liked it. It took its time. Well, not in the beginning. They kind of just threw a whole book at you and were just like, yeah, read this shit. Another unforgiving aspect of Yuji's personality, I think, is he's just there for the convenience of the story and to be Shauna's love interest. And as a total character, I find myself so disinterested in him and the friend character Ike. Sometimes when they would be on the screen and they would be having a conversation, I couldn't help but hold myself from falling asleep.
Eat. What happened? You're almost never late.
Yeah. No one's even looking at her. I can see it happening.
They were that boring. I couldn't stand it. I was just waiting for another action scene to happen. So it loses points for not being able to grab your attention and keep your attention. Another character that I have a stubbornness issue with is Yoshida or Kazumi, whichever you want to use. As a character, she's not bad. I feel like she's limited. I know a lot of people hate Yoshida, but I don't hate her more than the fact that, it's another common problem with this anime is that there are just characters here because they need to be there. If they were not there, there'd be obvious holes in the anime, and it would just be fucking, hey, there's a monster, let's go fight it now. She has a few promising moments in the anime. She's not completely and utterly, totally useless like some pink haired heroine that I know. But, she has her moments where she shines. Like all characters in this anime, they will all have time to shine, except for EK. Wow, I want to get to an aspect I really want to talk about. A character I really enjoyed was Marjorie Daw, otherwise known as your mom when she's completely and utterly wasted. But nah, I love Marjorie. She's a badass. She doesn't give a shit about what any of the other characters have to say. She's gonna do what she needs to do because it's gotta be done. Who else is gonna do it? She's fucking Marjorie Daw. That's why. So I did love Shakugan no Shana, but there's too many faults in this anime for it to be, highly revered. As some people say, "Whoa, Shana, man, that's the best anime ever." It's not. It's okay. It has its ups and its downs, just like any other anime. But I gotta say, those fight scenes are really flawless. I enjoyed it. Season two, I enjoyed season two. Season three was just awkward. There were so many things out of place. Too many characters introduced at one time. Too many people coming on the screen. 1 minute you're watching the original character first season, and the next minute you're like, who the fuck is that guy? Why is he even talking? I don't even know who he is. Oh, but apparently he's part of the team now. Another common issue that I had to deal with this anime was the sudden dub change. Once Funimation grabbed this from, I think, Genion, what had happened was they switched the voices for Shana, and it was ugly. You want to talk about bad transitions? Oh my god, it was horrible. Just listen to this shit.
All sealed.
Sealed? You mean that was kind of like a firewall?
To be accurate, it's like the space that you find between walls. The flow of time is suspended within that space. You're cut off from the outside world. No one ever remembers what happens inside there. Anyway, the denizens consume the person's existence, not the person. When all is said and done, it's as if they never existed. There's nothing left.
Meaning what?
It's like the person had never even been there. Oh, look, perfect timing. You should be able to see that. There's a small torch headed straight this way.
Huh?
Yeah, personally, I don't care what happens to you, but we gave our word we'd look after you, so at least try to stay close to us.
Geez, Shana. Sorry I upset you.
So all in all, Shakugan no Shana is a really enjoyable anime. I had a really fun time watching it. I loved all the animations. There's just too many problems with the character. Shana really just carried the show. And another character named Wilhelmina. She was really one of the bright spots of the show. I enjoyed, her screen time. But an omen of the show was just really bad pacing and horrible, horrible character choices. Most characters are about as blank as a piece of paper in this anime. There's really nothing to them or anything that has going on with them. I really did enjoy the Felis arc. Felis was cool, but that didn't even last too long. They tried to make Yuji cool. They're like, hey, Yuji doesn't do anything. Let's give him this plot armor. Again. And it failed miserably. So all in all, through anicritique's rating system of pros and cons, Shakugan no Shana is awarded a B minus. Yeah, you thought you were going to get a B, didn't you? You thought you were close. Nope, 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 sorry. So after rating it on pros and cons, you guys let me know what you think. You think my review was fair and balanced? You know, I always want to give a fair and balanced review. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Message me. Do whatever you gotta do. Be like Marjorie Dahl. Be a boss. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do to get the job done. So, I'm Pixel. I'll see you guys next time when we review one of my guilty pleasures, High School DxD. I'm out. I'm Pixel. I'll see you guys next time.